Welcome back. My name is Xavier. Welcome back to Juice Crypto Talks. In today's video, I'm actually going to share with you guys some websites that you guys can actually go on to do some market research for cryptocurrency and upcoming projects. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and make sure you follow us for more content. So first three sites that I'm actually going to share with you guys. As many already probably know, you can actually go to CoinGecko. CoinGecko is actually a great site that you can go to that has a lot of information on different cryptocurrencies. When I'm specifically looking for a cryptocurrency, the way I actually research a crypto is I'm actually going to share with you how I actually look into a project, because a lot of people don't really share with you how to actually analyze a project and look into a project to make sure if it's a credible project. So the first thing that I do is I go to CoinGecko or CoinPaprika or CoinMarketCap, which is any one of these three sites that you guys can go to. Make sure you write these down or go back and watch this video. What you want to do is you want to go and scroll and look at a project that you may be interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scroll down and see a project that I potentially might be interested in. For example, I'm going to go ahead and say, for example, we're going to do Monero. Actually, we're going to do Quant because a lot of people like Quant, and Quant is actually a great project. So we're going to check out Quant. So when you click out Quant, the first thing that you want to look at, which is very important, you want to look at the 24-hour volume. The reason why you want to look at the 24-hour volume, you want to make sure that there's actually volume actually in this project. For example, there's $23,858,214. Okay, so we can see that there is some volume in this project. Now, for me, the rule of thumb is I'm not going to invest into a project that's 24-hour volume is lower than $2 million, because there needs to be liquidity for me to be able to get in and out of that trade. And if I can't get in and out of that trade, then potentially I could lose money on that trade. And that's not what we're here to do. We're trying to profit, okay? The next couple things I'm looking for is I'm checking to see if it has a utility. You want to make sure that each project has a utility, and that's the main reason why I do not invest into any meme coins, because meme coins don't have any utilities, okay? They're just meme coins and they don't have no value. So try to stay away from those, okay? You also want to look at the circulating supply. Now, with circulating supply, the lower the supply is, the more volatile a project is going to be, meaning that the more the price is going to influx and go up and down, more higher or lower and faster compared to if someone's supply is way higher. So for example, I'm going to show you a project that has a higher supply so you can see what I'm talking about. We're going to go to Dogecoin, and Dogecoin supply, if you look at this, circulating supply for Dogecoin is way higher, okay? So its price movement is actually going to move a lot more slower, and not only that, Dogecoin particularly is never going to hit $10, okay? The reason why is because the market cap would have to be way higher, which it would never get to a market cap for it to be at $10 ever. It's just impossible. When a lot of people say, oh, Dogecoin potentially is going to be $1, potentially maybe, but I highly doubt that it will eventually be $1, just because of how high the supply is. This doesn't make sense for you to invest into a project like that. Now, Quant has a better utility case, and not only that, Quant has a lot of partnerships. And if another thing that you want to check on too, you want to check on the markets that Quant is on. One of the biggest things when you're looking at markets is you want to see if a project is on credible markets. Binance is one of the most credible centralized exchanges right now. Out of every centralized exchange, Binance has probably been the most credible, and I advise you to stay away from centralized exchanges, but for the time being, Binance has proved its worth, and that's a centralized exchange that I'm willing to invest into. But overall, you should actually keep your money on a hardware wallet. This will prevent you from having your funds being stolen, or the aspect of exchange failing, going through a Chapter 11, and not you being able to withdraw your funds. In order to protect your funds, you need to hold your private keys. So make sure if you are investing into an exchange that you do not keep your money on that exchange for that long. If you're looking to buy a coin on a specific exchange, buy it and then move it to a hardware wallet that actually supports you're actually the cryptocurrency that you're actually purchasing. And the next few videos that we will make will actually show some different uh, hardware wallets that you can look at into. I specifically have 4 hardware wallets that I personally love, such as the Ledger, the Ellipal. I got a couple ledgers, and I have an Ellipal, which was actually rated Forbes list best hardware wallet in 2022. So I encourage you guys to look into it. We'll actually have a link in a bio with all the links that you can actually go and get those hardware wallets, and you can decide which one actually would be better for you. Some other things that I actually look for when I'm doing market research is I'm also looking at the all-time high. This is going to prevent me from getting into a project that's already been at an all-time high. For example, if a project is already at an all-time high that week, I'm not going to purchase when the project is high. I'm going to wait for a potential pullback, and I'm going to wait for the project to pull back. And then once the project pulls back, I'm going to dollar cost average and get into that cryptocurrency instead of buying at the top and then getting wrecked on the price movement when it comes down on a downtrend. So I encourage you guys to make sure you check if a project has already been at an all-time high recently, and wait till the project corrects and then do a buy instead of getting into a project at an all-time high and then losing your profits or anything from that gain. Now, very also important is when you're looking at a project, you want to check the ether scan. Okay, the ether scan is the blockchain, and this is going to allow you to see more transparency of what's happening on the blockchain. This is going to prevent you from making a lot of mistakes. And I encourage you guys, before you do anything in a project, you check the ether scan. So we're actually on the ether scan right now. One of the biggest things that you need to check for is these 2 places right here, from the from to to. Now, these are the addresses that these cryptocurrencies are sending the money to this address. One particular thing that is very important to look for is you're looking to see if you see duplicate addresses that potentially could be manipulating the value or the view of the project, making you think, oh, this project's really moving, but this project is not moving. So I'm actually going to show you a project that could be a potential scam, that so you guys can see for yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click on this one, baby rabbit. Okay, doesn't even sound like a credible project, but we're gonna also we're gonna actually go back and see if we can find the ether scan. So that was not on ether, that was on Binance chain. So I'm gonna go back. This is on Ethereum. So Y2B finance. So we're gonna go ahead and click that. Once we click it, we're gonna scroll down, and we're actually going to look at the ether scan when this loads. Okay, so we're scrolling down, we're looking right here. Okay, we're gonna look at these transactions. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go to the second page because some of these are on Uniswap. So on the second page, we're gonna see if we see any duplicate transactions. Okay, so we do see different addresses on here. I do see some different addresses from here, but that doesn't mean that this project is not a credible project, which this project does not look credible at all. There's not a lot of volume in this project also. So we're gonna go ahead and keep scrolling, looking through these other pages. So this looking at this project, what they're doing is they're using Uniswap to do the swaps to kind of make it look like it's a legit project, but this project is not legit. They're just using Uniswap to do the swaps to make it look like everything's good. But if you can notice, this project is definitely okay. I'm sorry, seeing the addresses. Oh, they try to hide it. That's pretty cute. So you can actually see that these addresses are the same. They're just using different addresses, and they're swapping from Uniswap to back, Uniswap to back, Uniswap to back. So this project is not credible. I would not buy this project. Just looking at the ether scan, you could just tell that this project is not credible. Another way you can check is looking at the holders. You want to check to see what's going on with the holders. If these contracts are higher percentage than normal, like 51% or 36%, and they're not on exchanges. They're just someone holding the cryptocurrency. I personally would be careful into getting into that project because potentially there someone on a team is holding a substantial amount of the project, and what they could do is they can dump the project right on the people invest into the project, and you could lose everything. So there's a lot of projects like this in the crypto market that you have to make sure that you do your research on. So I encourage you to do your own due diligence. Look at the Ether scan. That's going to help you check the blockchain to see what's going on. And then not only that, you want to plug into the communities of these projects to see what's going on with the community. So going back to Quant, because Quant is a more reputable project, we're actually going to go ahead and look at some of their community. We're going to look at their Twitter. We're going to look at their Telegram. We want to check GitHub. We want to check their website. These are all the things that you want to do. You want to check the white paper. This is just doing good market research, and this is going to actually give you more of the ability to make the right decisions so you don't actually put yourself in a situation that could potentially be bad. So we're going to look at their Twitter, see who's following them, anyone reputable. I mean, Franklin is Bored. He's one of the 6 largest Bored Ape holders, so he's a reputable person in the NFT marketplace. And then not only that, we see that Qcoin is following them. We also see Bybit is following them. So that's actually, I mean, Franklin, I'm following Franklin. So I know Franklin is reputable in the NFT space. So that just shows a little bit of credibility. Franklin is not going to invest into projects he doesn't trust. Um, he didn't get to a position of having so many 67 Bored Apes by making bad decisions. So it's very important to see who follows these projects. No one's going to follow a project they don't think is credible, especially someone that has influence in the space. Okay, so next thing you want to do is check the Telegram. You want to check the GitHub, the source codes, and everything like that. This is going to help you know a little bit more about the project. Also reading the notes and seeing what the community feels about a project. If someone on Twitter, which Twitter and Reddit is very influential when it comes to finding out if a project's good or not, they're going to tell you off the bat. If you look at the comments on Twitter and everything like that, they're going to tell you scam, 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 scam. If you see a lot of that on a post on there on the project, you probably shouldn't be looking into buying that project because it's probably a potential scam. So just doing your due diligence is going to actually prevent you from making mistakes like that. So I encourage you guys not just to rush into a project just because everyone is saying, hey, this is the project to buy. No, you need to do your due diligence. You need to see if they have partnerships. You need to see if it has a utility. What's the use case? What is the solution that this cryptocurrency is going to solve? What is the circulating supply? What is the value that this cryptocurrency is going to bring before I invest into it? All these things are very important to look at, and this is going to actually help you minimize that risk so you can actually make the right decision and actually be successful. Now, I want to share with you some other places where you can actually do research. Like CoinGecko is one place. Coin Paprika is probably a place that most of you guys haven't heard about. Coin Paprika is a great place. It's kind of like CoinMarketCap if you've been to CoinMarketCap. But what I like about Coin Paprika, it shows you right here the liquidity of a project going in and out. So then you can actually see what is going into a project right now, what is going out of a project. So you can actually see if it's actually a good decision to get in, or if you're going to want to short the market, or potentially if you're going to go long. This is a great opportunity to see what's happening with the project. And not only that, Coin Paprika is more up to date that I've seen on than CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap information is kind of off, so that's why I don't use CoinMarketCap that much, because some of the information on there, the data is kind of behind. So if you want to have the up-to-date data on specific cryptocurrency projects, Coin Paprika is great, or you can use CoinGecko. Those are the two sites that actually do really well and actually will give you a ton of information that you can go through, from NFTs, not only including NFTs, cryptocurrency, DeFi projects, and stable coins that you can actually invest into. So I encourage you guys to check those sites out. It's going to give you a more in-depth look at what's going on in the space. And I encourage you guys to continue to tune in. We're going to be speaking on different NFT sites that you can actually go onto that has great tool analytics to show you what's going on and to see up and coming NFT projects that are actually going to help you have success. Thank you for watching our videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.